My husband says he didn't cheat. Hello, my husband and I have been married for more than 15 years. He has ADHD, if that helps to mention. All these years of marriage have been hard for me. He is messy, loud, has mood swings, is bad with money, and used to be very jealous. Even with all the issues, I felt we loved each other and were happy overall. Backstory. When we started dating, he told me that he possibly had a daughter, that his ex told him she was pregnant after they broke up, and then never allowed him to see either of them. Over the years, he did try reaching out, but the mom would not accept calls, visits, or gifts. She did still file for child support and he paid it all. He always told me he was 100% sure the child was his, but I will just call her his daughter. Fast forward to last year, he was saying how his daughter was now old enough to reach out on her own and was hoping she did. But then he got sort of infatuated with this young woman. She was 19, so about the same age as his daughter. This girl was living with my sister-in-law because her mom had money issues and her house was very dirty with lots of unattended pets. She would always smell bad. At some point, my husband asked her to come live with us and she accepted. We talked about it at home and he convinced me, said it would be as if she was his daughter and it would close that wound sort of thing. Our children also agreed and were happy to have her around. We all got along fine until the girl started partying too much. For example, she would invite people over and drink, make a mess, and not pick up. She would also go out and call him, she never called me, to pick her up late at night. He would ask me to go with him, and I noticed as soon as she saw me in the car, she would make faces like she was upset I was there and she wouldn't talk at all. My husband would say she was just too drunk and to pay no mind, but to me, it seemed like she was hoping my husband would pick her up by himself. This happened a few times. That was a red flag to me and made me uncomfortable. As time went by, he would spend a lot of time taking her to work and picking her up, moving her around for whatever reason. I asked him why he went out of his way for something she could handle on her own. They seemed to be getting very close always with an I'm a father figure idea, but to me he was going too far. We had her home about a year. I sat down with him to explain how I felt. At least 5 times he would push to keep things the same, even when I cried, telling him it was too much for me. One day he finally agreed to have her move out. We tried to get her as independent as possible. We tried to have her finish high school. But she wouldn't show up to class. We also encouraged her to get her driving license, but she didn't show any interest. Things were finally back to normal at our house, and one day the girl visited and asked if she could stay over. We agreed, and I thought nothing of it. I was genuinely happy to see her. The next day, my husband and I left home to do some errands, and we ended up arguing about his daughter who had recently reached out to him. He was blaming me for not meeting her because I suggested a paternity test, and I asked him not to involve me. Yet I told him he should go meet her on his own, but he didn't tee, and was saying it was my fault for not supporting him. He got upset and left without his phone. I knew his password, and I wanted to look for pictures of his daughter to try to figure out if they looked alike. I opened messages, and in the preview I saw the last message between my husband and the then 20-year-old girl was him saying, "Moi." Seeing that, I thought the worst of them and wanted to throw up. I opened their conversation, and she had sent him a message that morning that said, "Can you come hug and cuddle for a little?" And then she said, "It's all right, just chill." I kept scrolling, and the night before she sent him a message asking if he was sleeping around 1:30 a.m. They had more messages that seemed messed up to me. My husband would call her BB, baby, and he would say, "I love you, Mua." I confronted my husband and said I had caught him cheating. I asked her to leave my house, so she was gone. He played oblivious to everything. He said it was nothing more than a father-daughter kind of conversation, that he cared about her not as a woman. I didn't take it well. It hurt me so much, especially because he had always advocated for youth safety. It just didn't make sense, but facts were facts. He says he didn't do anything wrong. Nothing about their relationship was wrong. That the girl was innocent too, and it is only me who is reading too much into it. It's been a year and I just can't get over it. I feel just sad and disappointed. I have cleaned and cared after this man who can very much be like a child. He doesn't give me financial stability either. Meanwhile, he can go and spend time with a random girl and give her his all. Put her first over me. It took so much to convince him to have her move out. After all I have done for him, it just hurts too much. I feel very betrayed. I feel like a clown. I feel he took the best of me.